Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Developed by Vicarious Visions. It's Crash Bandicoot!
Hi guys, and welcome back to yet another brand new series. And it has just dawned on me that I am now trying to juggle 4 playthroughs at once. But that's okay because one of them is almost finished. And yes, welcome back to Crash Bandicoot. Welcome back to my childhood, basically. When I was young, like when I was 5, I remember growing up playing these games. I played the original, and I played Warped. I've never played Crash 2, so that's going to be an interesting one.
It's Crash Bandicoot 2! It's Crash Bandicoot Warped!
But we've got all 3 games in this amazing trilogy remaster. And I'm going to be going 100% playthrough on all 3 games. We're going to start with the first game, because they technically have an overarching story that goes through them all. So, here we go.
Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
And there we go, the random bit of story at the start. Crash was meant to be brainwashed and become part of Cortex's army. Instead, he broke free and washed up on Insanity Beach. And the game is looking amazing. And now it tells you how many bosses are in each level. It didn't used to do that. Life. And another thing that I really like, you can use the analog stick. That's one of the most amazing things for me. There's the fact that I remember playing the original, it was so hard because you were stuck with the... Oops. But yeah, you were stuck with the, what's it called? The D-pad. Which made platforming a lot harder. Although, I have played through all of Crash Warped in the trilogy, because that's the game I most remember. And I played a bit of Crash 1, and they've definitely changed the jumping mechanics. That's one of the first things I noticed. Especially in later levels, like the one that I really noticed was the high road and the road to nowhere. I played through most of this game. I didn't go for 100% in this one on my own. I just went for completion. First try, nice. You normally, I remember that was impossible in the original. So there we go. First level done. We've already got a perfect, and we already got a gem out of Crash's ear, which is a bit terrifying. Crash was just looking around at the end like, are we gonna move on, or am I just gonna pose here forever? What's happening? But hopefully none of these games cause me too much problems and trouble, because I did play 1 and 3 a lot as a kid. So hopefully the changes don't mess me up too much. I mean, 3 feels fine, because from what I understand, they took the physics from Crash 3 and ported them back into the other 2, which obviously has caused some minor issues when it comes to playing. I got a trophy spin doctor, I don't know what that is. There we go, running a bit faster. I don't know if I'm gonna go for time trials yet. There's a gem pack there, so we can't get all the boxes. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go for time trials, because those can be obnoxious. I actually got the life, impressive. But yeah, time trials can not be fun, especially in the original 2, because they weren't really designed for time trials. So I'll see. I might go for gold in time trials. Platinum is just evil. I couldn't earn platinum in Crash 3 back when I was playing it on the original. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to get it now. But I'll aim for gold in time trials if I decide to do them. You have to do them in Crash 3. Because they were built in as a feature in the original version. But I'll see what I feel like when it comes to, once we've got all the gems and boxes and crystals and whatnot. It's another level done, not too many problems, haven't died yet. This is going to be the level that kills me off. Just from past experience, this level was obnoxious in the original. I didn't like either the Great Gate, or I think it's Native Fortress, I think is the other variant of this level later on that I don't like either. Don't like that one less, though, because it's harder. Obviously, I don't know. Fun fact is that I've recorded this episode of Crash Bandicoot, possibly another. Didn't know I could do that. But yeah, I've recorded this episode of Crash, the first 2 episodes of Final Fantasy 15, which I don't know if that's going to go out before this or after this, but I just thought I'd give you a wee fun fact about my recording. Is I've recorded Final Fantasy, 2 episodes of Final Fantasy 15. This is the first episode of Crash. I might record a second one after this, just in one recording session, because they're all on the same console. But it is currently 3:15 AM where I live. So that's why I'm not making much sense right now. I'm playing games purely based on Pepsi for caffeine, and because I felt like recording some stuff. It's kind of a bad time to be recording hard platformers, but oh well. There we go. That's another bonus stage done. The bonus stages get really hard in the original as well. You can't get all the boxes anyway because it's a gem pack, but that's the level beaten. And now we get to watch Flash get pelted by boxes. It's not too bad. Only 80 boxes. So I think the next level is boulders. I'm trying to predict the next level because I think I know all the levels. See if I'm correct. It's boulders or something bouldery. Boulders, yep. And the hint is break all the boxes to earn a gem. The hints aren't always very useful. Once we get to the second and third islands, when it comes to getting the coloured gems, because the catch with the coloured gems is you've got to get all the boxes, beat the level, and not die once to earn the coloured gem, which is just me. So you'll probably see me fail a lot. I'll have to edit some funny montage of death, because I know I'm not going to get them first try, because most of the levels, unless they've changed where the coloured gems are, if they're still on the levels that they were in the original, it's still going to be really frustrating to get them there. Because they were not on easy levels in the original game. Box. Don't know if the boulder breaks the boxes for me, so I don't want to risk it. I'd rather do it myself and make sure I can get the gem at the end of this. Like that. There we go. It's another gem. So that's 2 gems out of 26 so far. 10% complete already though, which is quite impressive. It's only been 10 minutes. 10% in 10 minutes. Nice balance there. The loading screens are a tad long in this game, but yeah. Upstream, here we go, river level. And then I've got a boss. I mean, these games, well, 2 might take a while, because... What was I saying? I don't know. It's late. Oh yeah, this first game shouldn't take too long, because I reckon under 10 episodes I'll have the whole game 100%. Can we take a moment and appreciate the fish? Listen carefully. Oh, awesome. They just gurgle. That's like the best sound effect for fish ever. Get on that leaf. Jump to the next leaf. The nice backgrounds, sidegrounds. Oh, we can't get all the boxes, I don't think, because there's something down there. Let's stuff it. I like just trying to get as many boxes as I can. If I can't get them all, I've got a good amount. And it's practice for when I can get them all. This is just a lot of bouncing. I bounce, bounce. Also, the bonus stages give you like 2 lives each, so you know, there's nothing to be sad about there. I don't know where that leaf was gonna go, so I just jumped into the river. It's not something you should do. Crash can't swim. Oh, there's an extra bit behind the level as well. But we only missed 3 boxes, so there's probably one on that gem pathway underneath the block, underneath the trunk, and then 2 behind the end. It's my guess. We'll find out later on, once we come back here with coloured gems. And now we've got a boss, Paku Paku. This guy was easy in the original. He has 3 hits and you just jumped on him. So let's see what he looks like in the new version. Looking quite cool. Covered in tribal tattoos. Oh, he's got 5 hits it looks like as well. But yeah. Showing a bit of butt back as well. Quite what was it? That's not. And he's dead. See? He's not very difficult. He just kind of lies there on the floor. He's not dead either. He's just lying there now. Remember in the original, his death animation was he fell over, but he could squash you in his animation, which was a real pain when he squashes you, you die. You have to restart the whole boss. Other new features, we've got this, Coco's time machine. Coco can join us on our adventure, and we can play as her in any level. So Coco took on the Rolling Stones, which reminds me of a band. I think they're a band. I genuinely don't know, but it reminds me of a band. Spin. Now we don't want to break that. Coco, stop flashing. Stop it. Stop flashing. If I remember, which I do, there's embryo bonus. There's an embryo bonus stage. Which in the original game were completely optional stages that were really hard. And again, we've just got to wait, because there's one in there and we don't want to blow everything up. But yeah, there's both a Fauna, who is the female Bandicoot, Crash's love, who is quite mysterious because she just vanishes after this game. Like, she doesn't show up in any other game in the series. We got a trophy apparently, but doing something is Coco. Cool. And this is still Island 1 and the platform is already getting quite tricksy. Awesome, Fauna bonus stage. Let's go. Fauna's gonna be so confused by who this random girl is. That kind of looks like Crash. Won that life. Yeah, that's Fauna. No idea what happened to her. She disappears after this game forever. And Coco suddenly shows up. I think she shows up in Crash 2, I'm not sure. I know she's in Crash 3, but I don't know anything about Crash 2. Now I can show you an embryo bonus stage. these are basically in the original, were extras that gave you lots of extra lives. In this version, they're compulsory, still give you lots of extra lives, but are now just really mean. I mean, that's the first one, so it's not too hard. But it's in a mineshaft and embryos at the end instead of in a tree with Tonna. So it basically just gives it a darker feel. And there was no point doing that other than to get lots of lives, because we can't even get all the boxes. This is that blue gem capture. Typical. I love how she protects herself with a laptop and then looks terrified while hugging it. Who throws the boxes at them? That's the question I've just thought of. Because after each level, they either get a gem, which I guess comes out of them. I don't know. But who drops boxes on their head? So Hogwild is next. This is a fun level. Also, this is probably going to be the level where you watch me die like 20 times. Because playing this as a practice, because of the updated hitboxes and the updated jump mechanics on creatures, some of the jumps in this level are near on impossible now. Also need to be careful not to miss any boxes, because this is realistically another gem for us. If we can survive the chaos that is riding a hog through a native village. But yeah, the natives seem to cover a much wider area now, and with the path being quite small already, it's quite difficult to dodge the natives. But it's these darn dead hogs on a stick that are annoying, especially this one. This one has killed me way too many times to count, because it looks like you clear it, but you don't. So depending how long this takes, I might have to edit this bit. Because it took me probably about 15 minutes when I was just playing on my own. Or I make it first try, second try, and I don't need to edit anything. Awesome! It's another gem. It takes our total of gems up to 3 out of 26, so there's 23 to go before we even leave the first island. And we've still got one more level to fit into this video, because if I can finish this one more level, we've finished all of Island 1 in one video. So we're going to let Crash take on the native fortress, because it is his game. But I'm going to swap Crash and Coco about, because it's quite cool. They don't play any differently, they just look a bit different, and they've got different animations and death. Like funny deaths and all this stuff. Now this is the first really irritating level in the game, I would say. Because it's basically an introduction. Ow, just got impaled in the head and the butt. And I'm now an angel. Impaled and became an angel. That's how my day went today. This is the level that kind of gets you to grips with how difficult this game is going to be at times. And I swear I hit that turtle, but instead it hit me somehow. Okay, another example of the hitboxes being slightly weird. I guess because it didn't land on the turtle. don't knock me off. Please don't knock me off. I want to jump on your head and kill you. That was a bit close. Some of these jumps are very... you have to push it to the very edge now to make it over. And I got burnt to a crisp. Crispy Bandicoot for all. But I'm okay with dying a few times, because we've got 35 lives right now. Kill a native. Jump on a torch. It is a very well protected fortress, I must say. Fire, monkeys, natives, spiky random objects to impale you. Pretty well protected. That was a surprisingly easy bonus stage. Only 5 boxes still. If there's something gem related in this level that doesn't means I can't. Oh gosh, I fell off one time. If there's a gem path, it means I can't get all the boxes. I'm gonna sneeze at it. No, I'm gonna be so annoyed because this is a very hard level and I would like to do one. There is a secret though. You can just walk out the back here, skip all this chaos that is. Well, all of that. Just skip all of it. There's no boxes. So, I'm not missing anything, just a few bits of really hard platforming. There's a gem. Everything I literally just complained about has just come true. Gosh darn it. See, I kinda landed on that and then slipped off. It's a bit annoying. But how did I die all the way up there? The fire has got a big hit radius. Oh, this is where all the death starts. This is where all the death starts, because I'm impatient and I just want to jump forward instinctively. No. Fire is bad. No, impatience. It took me down again. Back down to 36 lives. We were up at like 40. Which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Good English. Good English. It's pretty impressive for a Crash game. I remember getting a lot of game overs in the original Crash. I made it. I'm panicking now. Don't panic, please. I bounce. I take a break. I get the filler. I bounce. We made it. Awesome. And I think that's the end of the level as well. That's a lot of free lives. That makes up for everything I lost. And that loses everything. Because now we're kind of stuck at the bottom of the tower. Just made that as a 3-1 up. And there we go. Island 1 is done, and the class is going to get crossed by a lot of boxes. 11. That's the most boxes we've had to miss so far. As it loads the Woompa Islands. Wumpa, Woompa. Takes us to the second island, with a volcano on one side and a waterfall on the other. I'm gonna say that that's it for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this playthrough when it goes up. And I hope to see you all in future videos. See ya!